Welcome back to the daily discussion. Have you allowed other people's potential thoughts or judgments to be or to hold you back or stop you from doing something in the first place? Well, I kind of had a moment of weakness the other day when I had this happen. When I was doing my morning yoga practice of the 5 Tibetan rites, and the first rite is you're spinning in a circle 21 times. And for some reason, I got subconscious about that when my neighbor came out, and I had a moment of weakness that she'd be judging me or whatever. I don't even know why, because she's just not that type of person. And in fact, a couple of days after that, we were talking about it, and she was actually really interested in my yoga practice in general, and just thought it was really cool that I was doing it. But anyway, what ended up happening was I had a moment of weakness. I had a lapse of attention there, and I ended up tripping on my yoga mat and almost falling and hitting my head, which would have actually set me back quite a ways. And if I would have fallen, maybe twisted my arm or whatever, there's a lot of things that could have gone wrong there. Thankfully it didn't. But again, back to the point is that I allowed somebody else's possible thought to interfere with something that I was doing for my own health. And it just didn't make any sense. But that happens so frequently, and I've done it in the past, especially with not proceeding with things because of maybe afraid that somebody might judge me for maybe not knowing as much as I could, or maybe I don't have as good or clean a speech pattern or something. So I prevented myself from doing things in the past because I was concerned about what other people would think. But the fact of the matter is, it doesn't really matter what they think, because if I'm doing it for something, the benefit of me, then their judgment doesn't matter to me. Because if I can reach anybody else in that crowd, that's the point of what I'm doing. Or if nothing else, I'm going to learn something that doesn't work on the larger scale. And that's fine, because that's still feedback I needed to learn to be better at what I'm doing. So by me preventing myself from doing those things based on somebody else's possible judgment, I'm not able to grow and develop. So think about that next time when you start preventing yourself from doing something because you're concerned what somebody else might think. Just start processing that and going, well, if I never find out anyway, then I'll never know. And I'll never develop. And who knows, maybe that person will be like my neighbor and actually be way more interested than you ever thought they were. And it ended up being a good conversation and something that actually grows. So let me know what you think about that. And if you have any fun stories like that you have overcome or laughed about later.